guys, welcome back again to the channel. Today we are going to complete the gown. I'll be cutting and sewing the down parts as well as the sleeve. So guys, if you have not seen the video of the drafting of this upper part, I'll leave the link in the description box of this video. You can go ahead and click to watch. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up so that others can see it as well and watch. So guys, with that being said, let's get started. So to cut the down part, I'm going to measure what I have here and use it for the waist measurement. So guys, I've placed my material on fold. I first of all folded it into two. If you remember, during the cutting of the half length, I told us that we are going to use 4 yards for the gown. So after removing the half length, this is the remaining one. So I just folded the entire thing into two. And after folding it into two, then I now place it in this A-line flay. It's not up to half circle. The down part on fold is going to be like 25 inches. So the flay is not that much. Then after cutting the flay part, I'm going to be using this part for my sleeve. Okay, so that the 4 yards will be enough for the gown. What I have here is what I'm going to place here, divide by 4. So I've measured it and I have 20. You know, 20 plus 20 is, that is this one 20, this one 20. So altogether what we have is 40 inches. 40 divided by 4 is 10. So I'm going to measure out 11.5 instead of 10. 1.5 inches is going to serve as my slit, front slit allowance. So after cutting, I'm going to trim off that 1.5 inches for the back side and use the 1.5 inches for the slits at the front side. So here I have 11.5, then I mark. So this is my 11.5. From this line, I'll take the length of the down part. Minus 17, the half length is 17. The length of the gown is 59 inches. So I'm going to add extra 2 inches there, making it 61 inches. I'll place my tape like this and measure 61, and I'll place it at the center here and still measure 61, and at the edge here and measure 61. Do you understand? So if you don't want to do it like this, you can simply minus the half length from the entire full length. Like for instance, my full length is 61. You will now do 61 minus 17 inches. Whatever you have, you just measure it. Like you place your tape from here and then measure it straight away. Do you understand? All of them is the same. So just feel free to do what you want. So I'm going to measure it now and cut it out. Okay? Remember, there's no zipper at the back side. I'll be putting my zip at the side, one side of the gown. So guys, after cutting, I now have the front and the back. So you know, here we measured 11.5. I added extra 1.5 inches for my slit at the front side. Do you understand? So I'm going to retain that for the front side. And for the back side, in order for us to get exactly our waist measurement, which is 40 inches divided by 4, 10, I'll come here and measure 10, and then I'll trim off this. Do you understand? Because I don't need it. I'll trim it off. I'll blend it on the flay. I'll fix this one here for the back side. Can you see? So it's now equal. So this is for the back, and then for the front, I'll still go ahead and work on the front part. We are going to create our slit. on this front side, and I want the slit to be at the left side. So you are free to choose the side you want the slit to be. So the slit is going to be at the left side for me, and if I open this, position it like this side will be the left, while this side will be the right. So my slit will be on this side. You know, the actual measurement here, the actual measurement I need here is 10 inches, but I have 11.5 inches, so 1.5 inches extra allowance, which is for slit allowance. Do you understand? And 1.5 inches into 2 is 3 inches. So I'm going to come to this side, which is the left side, and measure 3 inches, which is my slit allowance. Then I mark. This is my 3 inches. I'm trying to bring the slit allowance to the side, to the left side, where I'll be making use of it. I hope you understand. So after marking the 3 inches, I'll shift the material such that this one at the back is going to be at the 3 inches. So by the time I measure it now, can you see, if I measure from here now to here, I will be having 10 inches. So I haven't done that. The next thing is to come here and measure my bust span to create the slit, because the slit is going to be at the side, not at the center. You get? So my bust span is 4. Then I'll measure 4 inches and mark. Then at this 4 inches mark, I'll measure 1.5 inches. Do you understand? 1.5 inches. This is where I'll be cutting for the slit. So if I hold it, if I place my hand like this and fold like this, so it means that from here to here is 1.5, and from here to here is 1.5. So by the time we fold it like this, we have succeeded in bringing the 3 inches that I marked at this side to the slit area. So for us to cut, I'm going to fold from here. I'm going to fold from here downwards. So this is where I'm going to cut for my slit. Now it's not left for you to determine the length of your slit. From the half length, which is 17, I'll mark 35 inches and open it there. So this is where I'm going to be opening my slit. So I'll now go over to the machine and I'll measure 1.5 inches like this, and I'll sew and stop at this 35 inches here. Then the remaining one will be open. So guys, after sewing, this is my slit. I just use my pressing iron to fold the 1.5 inches inside the way I'll sew it. So folding it like this will be easy for me to sew. I'm going to stitch from here. I'll stitch from here to here. When I get to this place where the slit stop, I'm going to stitch like this, and then finish it up. Do you understand? So this way my slit is going to be very, very neat. So the next thing I will be doing now is to attach the down part to the half length. So guys, after joining the down part, I went ahead to close the two sides, and I also opened up this side where one of the belts will pass through. The one that is inside will come out from this side, and I also fix my side zip. As you can see, if you want, you can fix an invisible zipper here. So this is it. So the next thing for us to do now is to fix the sleeve. So quickly we are going to cut the sleeve and attach it as well. So guys, to draft the sleeve, I'm going to make use of this pattern paper, and I'm not going to place it on fold. So after drafting the sleeve, I will now place my fabric on fold and place it on it. I'm going to mark out 1 inch here for my starting point. So from this line, I'll take the length of the sleeve. The length of the sleeve is going to be 20 inches. But because of the balloon effect, I'm going to add extra 4 inches. So I'll be marking 24 inches for the sleeve length. So I'll measure 24 inches and mark. This is 24. I'll be adding 2 inches allowance there. So I'm going to mark 26. The entire length is going to be 26. So my armhole depth is 8. Then I mark. From that point, I'll come down by 4 inches for my calf's height. And I'll remeasure my armhole depth there to be sure. So this is my armhole depth, and then we came down by 4 inches. So from this point, I'm going to make a curve like an S shape, like this. So guys, for a detailed tutorial on how to cut a basic sleeve, please check out the video in the channel and watch if you don't understand this. But it's very simple. You can see how I draw my S shape. Okay, well, go ahead and watch that video. It will explain it better. So having done that, this is my 8 inches armhole depth. Then I'm going to add 1.5 inches for allowance, sewing allowance. So this is what I have. So the next thing is to come here. This is the length of the sleeve. So my measurement here, my round sleeve measurement here is 9 inches. So 9 divided by 2 will give us 4.5. But because of the balloon effect, I'm going to measure 12 inches instead. 12 inches. Feel free to do what you want. If you want, you will measure 10 inches or any measurement you like. The next step is to connect from here to here. So this is my sleeve. This is the pieces we are using for the sleeve. I know it will not be enough, but I'm going to join. I'll be joining it at the armpit side. You see, I'll be joining something here to complete it. So at this side, I'm going to create my elastic casing here. I'll just fold this side into 2 like this and stitch. Then after that, I'll put my elastic inside, and yeah, that is basically how to make the sleeve. So guys, I'm done sewing the sleeve and I've gone ahead to attach it. As you can see, I have a small joining at the armhole side. It's not noticeable anyway, but if you don't want this joining, please buy 4.5 yards for this style, and then you can increase the volume here. Do you understand? So I made my own is 12 inches. You can make your own 15 inches or 14 inches so that here will be more fuller, except you want it like this. So guys, another thing I want to point out here is that you can attach any skirt part of your choice. All right, be it a straight skirt, gathers, printing, anything can go with the half length. Do you get? So once you do the half length, you can make your choice as per what will be this side. You understand? So this is basically the end of this tutorial. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up so that others can see it as well and watch. And if you have any question, do well to leave it in the comment section. I'll attend to it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Till next time, I'll see you again. For now, it is bye bye.